Well, I'm Glenn.
And I'm Stacia.
And we run Three Sisters Farms.
And we got the name because we have 3 daughters. The oldest being Kira.
Anastasia is the middle.
And Nadia is the youngest. So we thought it would be kind of neat to use the name Three Sisters because they're sisters.
It began with her wanting to relive childhood memories.
Yeah, I always wanted to have beehives. Glenn and I talked about starting a hive here, and it was a couple of years after we were married, we went up to Bristol and got 2 new hives, small hives.
By the end of the summer, that swarm had expanded us to 5 hives. And suddenly we had a lot of extra honey. Found a local store that would carry some of our honey, and so that was the first foray into business.
This was in 1999 because Nadia, our young baby, was 3 months old. So we came up with the logo and came up with the idea of Three Sisters Farms Naturals after the 3 girls.
I'm Roderick Sirtan, and this is my fiance, Kira Elliott.
The oldest sister. Hi.
My name is Anastasia Elliott.
I'm Nadia Penkoff-Lindbeck. Help with the bees. Did that for a while.
Yeah, it was like 3 years.
I thought it was longer than that.
Yeah, it might have been longer. I think it was like 11.
Well, the business started when I was born, didn't it?
Yeah, so I think
I was
like,
tiny, so.
Well, it would have been 9 then.
I started by coloring in labels because it was like before we actually printed the labels. You had to color them by hand, and they used to make me do that with the lifted stuff.
Definitely helped label lots of honey and lots of bug
Labeling.
spray and lip balm, and I helped make the hand creams.
I have lip candles. I like to shrink wrap the lip balm.
I'm usually labeling. Today I was uncapping the frames.
My job when I wasn't in school was to inventory the soap room, so I would tell them when we needed certain kinds of soap to be made.
We started with the honey. By then I had gotten into really enjoying working with the bees. I usually wear a veil and a jacket to protect my body. But you can see how focused they are on just doing their things. There's a few that are kind of wondering what's going on. A typical beehive will have about 50,000 bees at the height of the season. They're so concentrating on what they do, going in and out of the hive, taking care of the hive, during the height of the nectar flow, that they're preoccupied. I start monitoring their progress in the hive. Depending on the springtime, it may be a good nectar flow, may need a little bit of a boost at the beginning of the season, and that's part of the beekeeper's job. I monitor the flow, and as the bees are bringing it in, they're processing the honey. They're basically wicking away the extra moisture. And when that moisture gets down to about 17% water content, then the bees will cap it with beeswax, and when those honeycombs are capped, that's the signal to the beekeeper that it's time to pull the honey from the hive. This is that burr comb stuff, that pure beeswax. They make it from a gland behind their abdomen, and this is what you can melt down to turn into candles. We actually collect this and melt it and turn it into part of our lip balm. So at about the same time she started looking into soaps and natural products, and so she kind of took the idea of using honey, which is an excellent ingredient, and incorporating that into some other products.
Well, we went from honey to, first product we decided to make was soap. And we had our first market with our new soap product, and I would add lavender petals, but I didn't add any lavender essential oil. And it turned out there was one kind of soap that I did make with the lavender essential oil, and that was the one that really sold a lot.
So I kind of took over the bee management, she took over the product development and manufacturing.
We went from there to 2 skin creams. We make one that's called the Gardener Skin Cream and another that's called the Tea Tree Skin Therapy. then lip balm. And I spent that first summer when we decided to do all this primarily formulating all of the recipes. There's a couple other products that we make. Glenn makes candles, beeswax candles. I wanted to come up with an all-natural bug spray. Glenn is a mosquito and magnet for all kinds of bugs.
He's getting
People are pretty into the bug spray.
Yeah. And it works.
Yeah.
That's
People
what's
come
crazy.
back and then they tell their story about it working, and then Dad tells their story about it working. So.
Ultimately tell the story about how he's a mosquito magnet.
So I came up with another formulation. I did some research on essential oils and things that repel bugs, and we came up with an all-natural bug spray that actually works pretty well. And
No, it does work pretty well. It works very well.
yeah, no, it works. It's very well liked by everybody.
I was doing as many as 8 markets a week, and 2 on a couple days a week, and usually 6 days a week I was doing a market. But once I returned to teaching, we scaled those back, and we do some big events like the Wadsworth Market. Wadsworth Mansion is a large mansion, and part of their outreach is to open their facility to the public at least once a year, and they do that by having an annual craft and artisan fair on their front lawn. And this year they had 84 artisans and other vendors, and thousands of customers came to see the artisans, but also to get a chance to look inside the beautiful mansion.
Since we kind of got started, I think we started at the same year as we started Market of Fun Air.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how long that
8 years.
that is.
You come down probably for like the couple bigger markets that they do and help out.
It's a very much of a group effort.
Yeah.
It's great. I think it's so cool. It's a lot of work, but it's cool. It's come a long way.
Definitely come a long way from like building these boxes on the
By hand on
Yeah.
the porch.
coloring in the tops of the nails.
Come a long way.
Yeah.